Hello, friend. It has been a very busy yet kind of lazy day. Not lazy. I've been sitting at this couch since 9 a.m. I was able to get 2 videos reviewed. One of them took absolutely forever, and it's going up onto YouTube right now. And it is now 2:30, I think, or maybe even 3 o'clock. Oh, it's 2:34. I am itching to get outside, but I think this project that we started yesterday is done. These are our plums we dehydrated, and I want to give them a taste test. Maybe they could go for another hour or so. If these are delicious, then I'm going to make a bunch more of them, but I didn't want to spend a ton of time making a bunch of these if they weren't a big hit. That last one I tasted was a little bit tart. That one's sweet. They're not quite done. Ooh, it's like a sweet tart. It's sweet, yet super sour. I'm gonna have my son taste these. He is at my parents' house right now having the time of his life with cousins. I'm gonna be heading over there for dinner again tonight. So we're gonna go do some harvesting so I can bring some stuff over from the garden to their house that we can make for dinner tonight. I also just need to get outside because I've been inside all day and I need to start moving my body. It has been a morning of sitting and I cannot wait to get out into the garden. Josh has been working on the chicken coop all day and I have been doing computer work. Very good, productive day. The 2 videos I've been working on, the one where we do the big dinner party and the gender reveal, and I'm so excited you guys know. Oh no, what's that noise? I thought my water was spilling, but it's not. Yeah, so I'm so excited you guys know that I am almost 15 weeks pregnant. So if I seem tired or winded, you all know why, which is good. And I don't really have a huge agenda. I just know I need to get out here. I need to harvest. I need to clean up some things. I need to plant some things. I am on a little bit of a time crunch, so I'm just gonna get as much done as I can get done, and we will go from there. The garden is looking so pretty. It's probably not the most ideal time to get out here because it is the heat of the day and the sunshine of the day. But, you know, we all have to do things when we have time, and this is when I have time, so this is when we're getting out here. So this is the first thing I'm gonna check off my to-do list. Can you tell that these sugar snap peas are completely done for the season? So this is the first thing I'm gonna do. And I've got some harvesting I need to do in this bed as well. We've got some nice peppers. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna drink some water real quick because it's a hot yet beautiful day. Y'all, this garden is just bringing so much joy to my heart right now. I've been teaching this pumpkin plant to go up this trellis. There's one little pumpkin right here, and I'm hoping we get more pumpkins up here. So Josh has been working on this coop. He's inside at the moment doing some computer work for today's video, making sure it's nice and well edited for you all. I don't really know what he has done on this chicken coop, but when he comes back out here, we'll ask for an update. I have actually not been out here in a while. Oh, I can see right there. Those are where I think the chicken droppings are gonna go, and then he's gonna put the roosts on top. Well, that's exciting. I'm over here to get my wheelbarrow. You know what? I should probably put this back here. Sugar snap peas are a cold weather crop. It is very, oh, there's a hummingbird. Let me show you. My neighbor, when they watched over, there it is. You see it? It was sitting on the trellis, but now it's eating the flowers. Or not, it's eating out of the flowers. There it goes. My neighbor that was watching over our house when we were out of town, she said she could not believe how many hummingbirds we get. And I think it's because I have so many flowers this year that the hummingbirds are just really enjoying themselves. Okay, so I've got a pumpkin vine in here that I really don't want to break the vine of that pumpkin plant. And I might even be able to get that pumpkin plant to start trellising up this trellis too. Let's see if I can untangle these without doing damage to it. There's about 4 baby pumpkins on there I can see. Let's see. I think I'm going to trellis and train that pumpkin plant once I get all this off. Normally, when I come out here, I have plans of what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to start checking things off the list as I see them today. But now I'm gonna go dump this in my huge compost pile in the woods. Now what I was thinking I would do next is address this bed right here. So we have some really cool successes in here, and we have some really bummer flops, failures in here. I could leave it because I'm still getting stems. My snapdragons have a disease called rust, and I thought I could eradicate it, but it's in my soil. See those little black, gray, actual rust color dots on those petal or leaves? That's rust. And it really, really affects snapdragons. These are volunteer floret zinnias. And what I think I want to do is rip up all of the snapdragons and plant some more vegetables in this bed and some more flowers in this bed. The rust does not seem to be affecting the squash plants or the zinnias or the beans on that trellis. So, and I had rust in another bed and I planted beans and they look fantastic. So I don't know, I think next year I might just not plant snapdragons. I think what I'm gonna do before I touch this, because once I touch this, I don't wanna go to any of my other beds. I don't know how this spreads. I'm sure it spreads by wind, but just to be safe, I'm gonna come over here first. And I need to harvest green beans for tonight's dinner. I harvested a bunch yesterday from the green stalks. So this is a new variety of green bean to me this year, and it has done so well. It tastes fantastic. I think I like it just as much as the jade green beans. These were a hybrid. I can put the name up somewhere. I got them from Johnny Seed. I still like my jade green beans a lot too, but these rival that. What I like about them is they're a very slender, tender green bean. They're not as green as jade green beans, but I don't know if you can see on here, they are extremely prolific. Like this one little branch has, oh, I just broke it, shoot. Well, that's too bad. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers on it. That's okay. We have enough green beans if I on accident break a branch. It's not a big deal. Not something I want to make a habit of, but we won't go hungry, that's for sure. One thing I am going to do next year, I think, is grow all of my bush beans in the green stalks up on my patio. I have found that it is so much easier to harvest bush beans when they are not all tangled together like this. Now, I probably did plant these green beans a little too close together, so that's making it a little bit more difficult, but it is so easy to harvest bush beans from the green stalk. I think that's going to be my plan for next year. Green beans can be really hard to harvest sometimes because everything is green and they hide in the plants. I showed you yesterday how I harvested my green beans off my green stalk, and I think that's my new favorite way to grow green beans, and I might grow all my green beans that way next year. My camera's overheating, so I'm using my phone, so sorry that the volume is going to be a little bit different. But what I was saying, if it cut me off, is that when I harvest my green beans, to save myself time in the kitchen, I actually take my fingernail and I break it right here so that that top part's already off, left on the plant, and I don't have to cut that off when I get inside. I'm assuming it still tricks the plant into thinking I'm harvesting the green beans before they've produced seed. So what plants want to do is reproduce themselves. So when you pick the seed pods, which is what a green bean is, it's the seed pod, it will produce more green beans for you. I think between what I harvested yesterday and this, that will be good for dinner tonight. I'm gonna put this in the shade. Can you see how many green tomatoes we have on these plants? This is a new variety of Roma tomato to me. It is an indeterminate variety from Johnny Seed, and it's very, very prolific. So I'm excited about that. And then I wanted to show you something that is a dream come true. You see that arch over there? For 5 years, I've been trying to get an arch to be completely covered in something, and this is gonna be the year, I think. I'm gonna have to ask Josh to come over here and train these up there, but that's pretty exciting. And these have the most beautiful, so hard to see in this light because it's so bright out right now, but these are a deep orange purple color. And then I want to show you these two. These are the Bennery's giant zinnia, and they are giant. This is more of a standard size zinnia. And then these are the floret zinnia size, so much, much smaller. And then what I have learned is that these Oklahoma zinnias over here, oh, these are the Bennery's giant zinnias too. And I mean, they're massive. I cannot even come close to putting my hand around them. This is supposed to be a salmon color, I think, and it's definitely a deep, like, red. This is a white. But the Oklahoma are quickly becoming my favorite. They are just teeny, tiny zinnias, and I absolutely love them. This is the first year I've grown the Oklahoma variety. Oh, look! These are black beans in here. And this is also the Oklahoma variety. Just teeny tiny. I love it. All right, so what are we gonna do next? I really need to water my pots. Half my pots are irrigated, the other half are not. Next year, I want every pot to be irrigated. I probably could ask Josh to irrigate these, but he really needs to be focusing his time on the chicken coop. And so this water is super hot from the hose because the water's been sitting in this hose. So once this water runs cool, I will start watering all of my pots. The snapdragons that I put in pots have not succumbed to that rust disease. So if I plant snapdragons next year, I'm only gonna plant them in pots. Because Josh is so focused on the chicken coop right now, and we lost a couple weeks from being out of town for 2 different family vacations and then getting our summer cold, is I don't really want to switch his focus from chicken coop to irrigation. So I will just hand water these for now, but next year I would love for all of my pots in the garden to be irrigated, just because it's one less thing I have to think about every day during the summer. This is the lemon tree I bought this spring, and I wanted to show you that we have baby lemons on here. So that's really exciting. What are we gonna do next? I think what I'm gonna do is trellis up those pumpkins. It is definitely getting pretty warm out here. Nope. So I have 2 pumpkin plants here. One going this way. This is the same plant. One's coming out this way, and there's already like 8 pumpkins on that plant. And then I have another pumpkin plant here that looks like it's already attached itself to this trellis. So let's see if I can gently, without breaking any baby pumpkins off here, if I can get this, I don't want to break this vine. There we go. Perfect. Gentle, gentle. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm gonna see if I can get this pumpkin plant to start growing this way, and that will be fantastic. These leaves will sort themselves out. Should I? Maybe put this one here. Now I'm going to harvest peppers. These pepper plants certainly don't look that great. Obviously, I think I overcrowded these beds. That is something I'm very good at, and I need to work on. And I think I need to feed these pepper plants, but I don't think I'm going to get to that today. You all are so incredibly kind. I just released the video announcing that we're expecting number 2. And we're so happy and excited. And I just am so grateful that so far everything is healthy and I'm healthy. Well, generally. And we're just so excited, and I'm just so thrilled, and I'm just so grateful for you all for how kind you are with your comments and your support and offering to pray for me. And I just really appreciate you all. I know I say that a lot, but I truly mean it. And I'm grateful for you to be here. So I just want to say thank you, and we're excited, and I'm glad you're excited. Okay, so what I'm doing. Oh, I'm so frustrated about this. So many of you guys said this is a really bad problem, and what I need to do is contact my local extension office, and potentially I need to rip out all of my soil and burn my soil because this disease is in the soil. And I don't really think that's realistic. That would cost me a tremendous amount of money to burn this soil, or not burn it. And maybe I can do that, but I can't necessarily realistically replace all of this soil. So what I need to do is research what plants don't get affected by this disease. So far, my garlic was affected and snapdragons. I haven't seen it on anything else. I think this is probably an airborne disease because it is like powder. It's not great. So I'm assuming it's probably in all of my beds at this point. My neighbor had it on her snapdragons. We were talking, and it might just like be in our area, like in our soil, in our area, is what I'm guessing. It's really sad because snapdragons are one of my favorite plants. Look at all this parsley. I need to harvest this and freeze dry it. So it makes me very sad, but there's lots of other things I can grow if I can't grow snapdragons. Maybe next year I'll experiment growing more different varieties of flowers, and I'll find a new favorite. It does not seem to be affecting my zucchini. Oh my goodness, I have a huge zucchini over here I missed. My zucchini plants look fantastic, which is good. What I need to do, and I have not done, like I said, is I need to Google what plants get affected by it. I am trying to pick up any of the leaves of the snapdragons that have fallen. I know I can't get all of them. I think that's why you're supposed to... Oh, another suggestion you all gave that I'm probably going to do this year is not to cover my beds, because that could be breeding disease because the soil can't breathe. So I'm considering that. But I really don't struggle that much with weeds, so it's kind of this fine dance you do in gardening, huh? Oh, there's so many leaves in here that are affected. Okay, I think that's all my snapdragons. Another plant I don't think I'm going to grow next year in my garden is nasturtiums. They have been really disappointing me this year. They have been all just getting infestated with aphids, and they don't last very long, and then they're dying. So nasturtiums, I think, are off the list for 2026's garden. Which is sad because I really like nasturtiums too. We'll find some new flowers to grow. Maybe that will be my winter hobby, researching new flower varieties. And you know what's funny? Can you see this right here? Probably not. I'll show you in a second. Now, these nasturtiums I'm pulling up have already produced seed. So I'm just pushing those seeds back into the bed. If those decide to grow for me, great. But I don't think I'm gonna be intentionally planting any next year. This certainly looks a lot better. I want to throw in a few more zinnia seeds. These are all zinnias in here that volunteered themselves, and I would love to have another bed of zinnias. Parsley I need to harvest later this week. And then my 2 volunteer plants that I think are kind of funny. Look at this. That is a zinnia plant right there that's doing pretty well. I'm gonna just let that do its thing, and we're gonna see if we can get a flower off of it. And then another volunteer that I haven't showed you yet is this one. This is a tomatillo plant. I did not plant tomatillos this year. We've got buds on it because I thought I had enough salsa verde to get me through the year, so I didn't plant any. But apparently the garden had other plants. I was gonna pull it when it was like this big. I knew what it was, and I thought, let's just see what happens. I've not fertilized that thing. Hey, maybe we'll get enough tomatillos off that plant for, so you can just see, they've just been shriveling and dying. Not thrilled with the look of the nasturtiums this year. I'm out of breath. And now you know why I'm out of breath all the time. I did have my lungs checked because I've been out of breath so much. And I had pneumonia really bad in the fall, actually around Thanksgiving. And when I got my chest cold, I just wanted to have my lungs checked to make sure that there was nothing going on residual with that. And there's not. It's just all the pregnancy symptoms. Pulling this one too. I have, I think, 6 zucchini plants, and I'm getting about 1 a day. We're gonna go meet Josh at the chicken coop. I just dumped that way out in my woods. What we probably should do is burn it, but I don't think we're allowed to burn right now because it's been so dry. It hasn't rained in probably 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. I looked in there and I saw those bars. Josh is out here now working. He's been working all day on it, actually.
I'm working on the Coop catcher.
Yes, that's what I thought it was.
And it's the first time there's like an angle to something, so I'm just trying to get it
correct.
And the wood was not cheap. The plywood is like 3/4 inch and it wasn't cheap, so I don't want to mess it up.
You don't want to buy another sheet. Did you have to buy that sheet? Oh, because you probably wanted something smoother.
Well, we're going to put vinyl on top.
Oh, that's
I want
right.
it to be solid. I don't know. OSB, I didn't really want OSB.
Yeah, OSB does break down. Well, it's looking really good.
Thanks.
This, you probably told him.
Yep.
This is good. Okay.
This will be storage.
Yep. I'm very excited.
So I was trying to find a way to support the poop catcher, having something like going on the floor, because
right.
that could potentially rot or something coming from the ceiling is kind of a pain. So.
And then you're going to do like a little chute, like you're going to have a ledge and then a little area that's open so I can shovel it into.
It'll taper, I don't know the perspective of the camera, but it'll taper like this to about a foot wide here, so it's going to go like this.
Can I hold something and do some testing? Because I have a thought right now.
Do you want to hold this?
Yep.
It's kind of heavy.
You want to switch with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you want something lighter?
Probably, but I had oh, maybe the level?
That's heavier.
Okay.
I can hold it though.
Okay. So, is there any way, or I don't know if you probably, did you already cut the expensive wood?
Not yet. I've just cut off the end of it, but I haven't cut the angle yet.
This is kind of far for me to put a bucket in. Can you have?
It's not going to be there. It's going to be right on the end.
Right here?
That's the end of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was thinking that would be kind of hard. So what Josh is designing is that we're going to have a 5-gallon bucket or some kind of bucket that we're going to put right here, which is perfect. Yep. That I can then Let me put these gloves on. Scoop.
Yeah, and the bucket is a foot wide. At least the one that I grabbed.
It is a little bit far for me.
That's a heavy beam too.
That's true.
Like we'll have something. But see, you're able to reach that, no problem.
Yeah.
And we could fit more chickens, which is I think the thing you're wanting. That's why it's longer, is for more chickens. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll come to right here. This part here will be a foot wide. It'll taper off from here, so that's there's an angle. We basically want the platform to not be, because you don't want the chickens to have too much space, otherwise they can go on that board. This is also where the chicken door is going to be.
Which?
Under here.
Ooh, I'm tripping.
I was going to put it here.
Oh, you're going to put it underneath?
I'm going to put it underneath.
Okay.
I don't think it matters, but if I put it here, then the doors, which open to the side, might hit whatever I'm
I think
connecting here.
Do I spy something behind you?
You do spy something.
Yay! I'm so excited about this.
We were sent this automatic door from Chick Cozy. Well, okay, so we were sent this from Chick Cozy. They sent it for free, so we're going to review it. We'll let you know if it's good or not.
I'm excited to have an automatic door for safety. We've never once lost a chicken to predators, but it does not hurt to have it open and close at night.
I was going to leave this out here too tonight, and just to see when it goes open and closed.
Is it solar?
It's solar, and then it has a light sensor, so it goes when it gets a certain darkness, it'll close. When it gets a certain brightness, it'll open.
Okay.
And the nice thing about the reason I picked this one is there's no rail on the bottom that could get gunked up with chicken stuff. So this all just operates on this middle. There's 2 motors on either side that operate that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Should be good. Hopefully.
Yep. Hopefully.
We'll let you know. We'll link this down in the description if you want to take a look at it. We'll probably have to have it for a while before we can say, yeah, this is great or not. But at first glance, it does seem like a good option. So.
What is all this wood? Did you just buy all this?
That is, yes, I got that this morning. That is cedar trim board.
Oh, trim board. Okay, that's exciting. Cedar trim board.
That'll be going around the edges. Based on what was at the lumber yard, this is the most cost-effective and like straightest boards I could find.
And we're going to paint it too, so.
We're going to paint it. And this cedar should last well, or
hold up well.
Stand up well.
Yeah,
so.
that'll be good. This square is where the door is. I think that was a really good call that the door is not going to go off the edge, because you're going to put a trim board there anyway.
I can very much see myself having cut the hole and installed it and then realized that it opens up into something, so I'm kind of proud of myself for not doing that.
Yeah, good job, Josh.
Thanks.
So that is very exciting. There was basically about a 3-week period where we were in Montana. We came back, he was able to work on it a little bit. Then we came down with a summer cold. And then we were out of town with my family. And so now this is really the first couple days where you've actually been able to spend time out here. And so I'm really excited about it. This morning, we were kind of talking through that we might, once this is built and chick safe, we might build a temporary fence until we can get a permanent fence around it. We also have let the chicks out in here with the older chicks when we've been watching them during the day when we're home, and we're able to just really keep a close eye on them. But I was also thinking about maybe making some sort of temporary fence so that the older chicks don't really want anything to do with the younger chicks, and the younger chicks don't really want anything to do with the older chicks. But for when we're busy and not able to keep a close eye on them and we want them out here, I was talking to Josh about he could maybe put a couple T-posts in here, and we could build a temporary run for the baby chicks and have the older chicks in a part of it. And then I'm still going to be bringing them inside every night until they are much, much bigger. They're still pretty small. Now, we have, like I said, never had a problem with predators. We have 2 neighbors, right, Josh, that have livestock guardian dogs that are not, they free range, and they roam our property at night. They roam their property and they think our property is theirs. And that is why we've never had a predator issue, because this neighbor has 2 livestock guardian dogs, and then a neighbor down the road has a livestock guardian dog, right? There's three total dogs.
At least 3.
Yeah, and they are very, very friendly to our family. They are on our property during the day too, but they mostly spend time on our property at night. Through our woods, we can actually see their trails where they run, or where they monitor. What would be the word for that? Patrol, where they patrol. But the reason we were thinking it would be good to have, just because it is closer to the woods for proximity, that's why we were thinking this would be probably prudent. So it is now time for me to go get cleaned up. I know we didn't do too much today, but we got some things done, and I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna go ahead to my parents' house. I'm gonna bring those green beans. I'm probably gonna gift that zucchini to my mom because I have 4 in my refrigerator. And Josh is going out to hang out with some friends tonight. So, and you gotta go pick up Dakota.
Yep, a few minutes.
So Josh has to pick up Dakota. He's going with friends. I'm going to my parents' house. I will see you later. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for all your very, very sweet comments. Did you read the comments on today's video?
A lot of comments. A lot of very sweet comments.
Yeah. You guys were bringing a tear to my eye, and I'm excited to sit down and be able to read a lot more. So thank you for your kind words, your support. Josh and I are super, super excited.
For sure.
And if you want to watch more videos, let me pop some here. You can go enjoy between now and the next upload. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and we can't wait to see you next time. Bye, friend.